All right, cyber traders, welcome on back here this Tuesday, January 23rd, shortly after 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And I will tell you what, folks, I have a soul-crushing headache right now. So we're going to make this quick and brief and at least pretty efficient for all of us here. So great to see Leda joining us right now, Lee, Regine, and all of us just otherwise here inside our live trading room. And of course, just on YouTube, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, etc., all of our social media streams and platforms. I'll tell you what, I don't know what came with me over the last hour and a half to 2 hours. We just wrapped up our Traders Talk workshop. All systems were good to go there. And honestly, I'm good to go right now, like in terms of energy level, but damn, my head hurts. All right, so we will make this pretty quick. Maybe it's just too much blue light working off my computer screen, my cell phone every damn day. Probably got to do less with that. But otherwise, though, hey, at Cyber Trading You, if you're on social media right now, just look to hit the follow or subscribe button right there, especially on YouTube, just to know when we're going live, when we're not. Hey, at least for now, I'm probably finishing up my trading on the day. I'm in a couple more here from earlier, heading into the late morning or early afternoon session, but I'm not going to be like really active at all. Actually, I'm supposed to have like a photo shoot actually at 3:30 this afternoon, taking just like headshots, like professional, business level, photos. So got to get those touched up, and with that, you'll have Rich in the afternoon for all of us inside our live trading room on the microphone. But we've done really well today. So either way, the market has treated us pretty nicely altogether. Plug just one example of that right now, one of two stocks that currently in here, but just ended up pushing back over 332. So inside our live trading room, I just want to shout this out because it's pretty important to at least look at the chat board, right? If you're in our trading room and there throughout the day, at least, of course, if you're dipping away, obviously you're not going to be able to catch everything. But at 12:55, I was posting right after Traders Talk, plug back to 332. Let's see if we can get the run at 110. Trade's looking good right now as long as it doesn't get back under 332. And then just at 126, kind of again posting that inside our chat board again, just reposting chat that was made live. So, really just the playbook was given off the 332 price. That was a daily chart level. Heading into the afternoon, easily put this on the top of our watch list here. All right, there we go. And then otherwise, not looking as easy on the eyes right now, but boy, this was a hell of a move. And it's easy to say where my blue lines are all over on the bottom of my chart. Well, that's where DWAC bounced off of. If you were with me earlier in Traders Talk, I went over this full position live from head to toe, even from yesterday. It's basically the same exact level that it ran off of from yesterday, but this time it ended up breaking out even more. So beautiful move up. I was calling out 56 as far as a historical level on the DWAC. I know a few of our students, like Linda, was watching earlier today, and this was more just for kind of fun because A, it is a smaller size, and B, if you were in from the 40, 41 areas we were calling out, you have such a good leash on your position. You don't need to be perfect. I mean, never strive for perfection, but for as much as it was pushing up, you were figuring, okay, well, let's see where this could really try and top off that and have some fun with it there. So, I was saying maybe at 56, that could be a strong level. Looking back on the daily chart, looking back on the level 4 from earlier this morning. In fact, I think that was a CVP level. And then actually, shortly afterwards, we ended up seeing a 117,000 share iceberg that was on the sell side for DWAC. So look at what it's doing now. It's dropping off pretty sharply for the meantime. Rumble, ooh, took me out. Okay, I ended up going break even on the last portion and that I was in on this trade just up until a moment ago. So big shake with DWAC. The Rumble trade's moving pretty much in sync with it. Feel like DWAC, the Rumble, and then also this cheapy here. We don't really put as much focus on just yet. The PHUN stock. But in terms of at least what's a tradable stock, what's not, Rumble, at least for the time being, is still tradable. Good spread, good order book, decent icebergs at times. All right. So that said, folks, let's go right from top to bottom here, see what we can nab. Make this quick and easy here for us. RVSN, it's hanging in there, but it's on a microscopic float. It's going to fall pretty hard. I don't really care too much for those trades right now. Look at BETS. The writing was on the wall there. I wrote that real time. SLDB higher float stock, just pretty cheap, and it's at the highs. I don't mind it here. I could just add it for the time being, but let's see if there's anything else looking even better. All right, yen Chinese ETF moving up pretty nicely. We don't really trade the ETFs as frequent, but this one had a good iceberg order earlier today at 16. There's also one right now at 1592. This thing again, BFRG. If you're looking for a chop fest, then this is right up your alley. But with that in mind, obviously, we're not going to put it on our watch list. So, Summit. Ooh, this has been on a nice little tear of late here. SMMT, this stock popped for us back at the end of 2022. Nice trade back then, and you know what? It's liquid at least. It's not low float for the time being either. Actually, pretty good. I'll add that here. Makes the cut. JD. John, I thought you were sleeping in, bud. Where were you all afternoon? JD, nice little trade here. It's up 7.5%. Definitely a good trade I'll put on our watch list right now. Thought you were sleeping in there, man. AAOI, kind of garbage. All right, so hey, I'll tell you what. I don't mind at least what we got so far. We got Plug, we got Rum, not the alcohol. 5 o'clock somewhere though, as in Rumble, that is. SMMT, JD. Let's see what we could add to our watch list, at least from the loser side here. Got to jack this up. Lower this number at least a bit. All right, probably not going to find a whole lot here. Crypto stocks pulling back. Bitcoin broke a little bit lower from where I ended up buying yesterday. I ended up buying a little bit more early in my insomnia hours overnight, but it's still down a small, tiny amount. It's just for long term. So I even wrote in the chat board, I don't care about being down on it right now. Just over time throughout this year, we're going higher. AFRM dropping off. Not a bad short, actually, for as much as this ended up gapping up just from yesterday. It popped and dropped, and then even more today. Not a bad move. Oh, I was wondering when Carvana was going to drop off today, and I really took my eyes off it throughout the morning, so kind of coming to it late now. But the reason I say that is I remember the stock VRM was down big overnight. It's like kind of similar company to Carvana, so that could be a little bit of a sympathy play there, just seeing CVNA down right now. I like Affirm more in terms of tradability. It's more liquid. Both are pretty much around the same price, but this one's a little bit more liquid on the order book. All right. So I'll tell you what, folks. Let me know if there's anything else looking good. Any other call outs right here? I got to scroll up a lot. I think that we are pretty much just about good to go. Just going to check Benzinga Pro here one last time. It has been a phenomenal day. Once again, folks, I just can't stress enough. Just, of course, we look to trade the first hour of the market open, and that's primarily where we look to make our day's pay. There's no rush. You know what I mean? There's trades all throughout the day even. So even earlier in the afternoon, DWAC was a dreamboat from our level that we had from this morning. We had Rumble. It's been a really strong day altogether. So, hopefully there's more opportunity here for the next 80, 85 minutes that we got. All right, so just checking this out here. Oh, I got to jack this up. Yeah, not really too much else out there. Maybe that, what was it, MDAI stock? No, when I'm getting charts looking like this, I think that's my cue here to finish up. Evax. Yeah, we're done here, folks. All right, so we're going to wrap up. Hey, if you're on social media, Facebook Live, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, etc., at CyberTradingU is the handle. Always look to spread the good word of Cyber Trading University, following the big iceberg orders out there on level 3 and on level 4 as well. But if you're interested in getting the full service, the full commentary inside our live trading room, my colleague Rich will be on at 3 o'clock Eastern time, tagging in for me. Again, I got to do a quick little photo shoot at least coming up, taking some headshots, professional. So I'll be back tomorrow morning, folks. Hey, best of luck trading going into the market close. For all of us on social media, though, scan that QR code on the top left if you're interested in joining us inside our live trading room there. We look forward to having you, but otherwise, take care, folks.